Hey, what's up, my hunters? And it's time to make the update video about Coinbase. Coinbase is the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States. I made this video here a year ago. You can already see at the start of the video that it was at $140, and today, for the first time, it hit $400. Right now it's at $397, okay? But you can see here that it hit 401 at the day's high. And if you want to watch that video, most of the fundamentals are still the same, but there are a lot of improvements that I'm going to explain to you all today. Let's start with Circle, alright? Circle is responsible for issuing the USDC stablecoin. A stablecoin, for those who don't know, is a currency that maintains parity with the dollar or other currencies, but the most popular ones are pegged to the dollar. It's always there, close to $1. Sometimes it reaches $1.01, sometimes it drops to 99 cents, but the arbitrage that exists keeps it always around $1. And this currency is very useful for a lot of things, and many people are buying it. If we go to CoinMarketCap and select it, it's already the 7th largest coin, okay? You can see that in the price. I'll put the O here. Look, the price barely moves away from $1. If we look at the market cap, we can see that the market cap keeps increasing. Nowadays, the market cap of this coin is 63 billion. Recently, they did an IPO. And the IPO, initially, was at $107 on the first day. It already went up 100% there. The IPO was, like, a month ago, and it's already gone up 100% in the first month. It has already reached a market cap of 49 billion. Why? Exactly because of this right here. The higher this goes, the more revenue they're going to make. How do they make revenue? Very simple. Each one of these coins here, every little USDC dollar, is backed by a real dollar. So if you want to buy a USDC, you deposit one fiat dollar, you get a stable coin, and USDC is 1-to-1. And what do they do with all these dollars that are deposited as custody? They take that and invest it in US government debt securities, which are currently paying a good rate of about 5%. For the United States, that's a lot. All that revenue belongs to Circle, okay? If we go to Yahoo Finance, we can see here, by clicking on Financials, we can see how much revenue they've had, see? In 2021 it was only 84 million, but by 2023 they made over $1 billion, and now they're going to set a record. Maybe we'll reach 2 billion in revenue this year, through this mechanism I mentioned to you of investing the reserves held in custody. Alright, but what does Coinbase have to do with this? Coinbase used to have 50%, right, of the stake, but I just found out now. I thought they still had it, but I was mistaken. They sold it in 2023. I think it was cheap, honestly, for $210 million, which is nothing compared to the billions in revenue that's only growing, but maybe it was a good deal, right? Obviously, Brian Armstrong, who's the founder of Coinbase, he's no fool, right? So maybe the deal was good because of this. Since they no longer hold a stake, meaning 100% of USDC is Circle, they decide on governance, how they're going to issue it, but 50% of the residual revenue goes to Coinbase. So, that means 50% of those amounts, of what's invested in the securities, goes to Coinbase, and that's why Coinbase has gone up so much lately, especially when Circle had its IPO. Because if Circle is worth 50 billion and has a revenue of 2 billion, Coinbase gets a huge revenue just because of Circle. Just to illustrate, in 2024 Coinbase had almost $1 billion in revenue just because of USDC. And in the first quarter, right, the first quarter of 2025, they already had $300 million. Man, this year, with the bull market, this is going to go far. It's really going to go far. Now, most of Coinbase revenue has historically always come from transactions, right? From people buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, SUI, and so on. All these coins here. I already mentioned this in the previous video, but it's worth saying again. Why do I like Coinbase so much? Because it's a bet. It's like going to the casino and putting chips on all the numbers on the roulette wheel, right? You're betting on everything. Instead of trying to guess which dog is going to take off next, Coinbase profits from all of it, okay? If Shiba Inu suddenly skyrockets tomorrow, if everyone starts buying, Coinbase is going to profit, because where are people buying? They're buying on Coinbase, as well as on other exchanges. So it's a way for you to diversify not just across the whole market, right? Any coin that explodes, you're profiting, because the more people buy, the better. You also end up profiting in a bear market. Because what happens in a bear market? In a bear market, people sell crypto. A lot of them don't sell for fiat, they sell for Tether or USDC, for stablecoins. Why? because they want to wait for the price to drop further so they can buy back in. So, I mean, they profit both from buying and selling coins during the bull market, as well as from converting to stable coins during the crypto winter. Excellent diversification. In last year's video, I said I thought it would reach $1,000. It seemed far off, right? It needed to go up 10 times. Now it's closer, it only needs to double, but I'm much more optimistic. Now I think it will reach $2,000 per share, especially because the Trump administration is very favorable towards all the regulations on cryptocurrencies and stablecoins. So I think this will really help Coinbase. Yeah, I'm much more optimistic. I haven't sold anything. I still have the same amount I had before. I'm already very happy, with a big profit, and I'm going to hold on until it at least reaches $1,000.